Hey everybody, Robert Wright here, and I'm a private label law attorney who helps Amazon sellers protect their brand online. And today I want to talk to you about 3 simple steps you can take to avoid hijacking. So, what is hijacking? One of the most popular misconceptions among Amazon sellers is that you own your listing. You don't. Okay. When you create a listing, even though there's a sense of authorship, you've uploaded photos, you've added sales copy, you put in back-end keywords, you don't own the listing. Amazon owns the listing, and per their terms of service, anyone who is selling that exact same product can list on your listing. Okay, so you don't want that other people on your listing. You want to make sure that all sales go to you. And when someone jumps onto your listing, claims to be selling the exact same thing that you're selling, they can take over the buy box. And if they take over the buy box, guess what? You lose sales, and you don't want that, right? So what are 3 simple ways that you can, avoid this whole hijacking mess? Number one, branding. All right, we know as private label sellers, you have a brand. Make sure you put your branding on your packaging. Okay, you want to make sure that it's on the product. Okay, I mean, ideally, you want to make sure it's on the product, right? If you can have it screen printed, if you can have it molded in, the product itself, you're going to want to make sure that the branding is prominently displayed on the product. If you can't do that for whatever reason, say, you have a product that you just can't screen print, it wouldn't make sense. Like wool dryer balls, for example. They're white. You don't want to mess up the white of the wool dryer balls. Make sure that you have it on the product packaging. Add, a bag to it. Screen print the bag. Even if it's a simple poly bag, make sure that you have a label. Make sure that you have your branding on the bag, because if someone gets on your listing and claims to be selling the exact same product, that branding is going to help you out. If you get through a test buy, for example, you get their product, it doesn't have the branding on the packaging, doesn't have the branding on the item, boom, you're going to be able to report that to Amazon, you're going to be able to get them off the listing, and you're going to be able to get back to getting sales, okay? So number one, branding. Make sure it's on your product, make sure it's on your packaging. Number two, bundling. Okay, hijackers are lazy people. They want to go after low-hanging fruit. And so if you have a product that not only has a primary product, but it also has a secondary product with it. So for example, wool dryer balls, right? And then maybe you have a nice little mesh bag that goes with the wool dryer balls to put your unmentionables in or whatnot. Putting those two together, in order to hijack that listing, that hijacker's got to have both, right? They've got to have the wool dryer balls, they've got to have the mesh bag, and all of a sudden that becomes a labor of work, and hijackers don't want to do that. So bundle your products. It's naturally going to have hijackers or potential hijackers kind of avoid your listing and go find another one. And then third, and most importantly, brand registry. Okay, brand registry is about the biggest tool that you as a private label seller can have in your toolbox, right? It gives you the ability to have enhanced listings. It gives you the ability to participate in special advertising opportunities, but it also gives you the opportunity and the privilege, basically, of going to Amazon when you have a hijacking scenario to report whoever's on your listing. Amazon, per their own data that they report, they take action on 94% of complaints from brand registered users. Okay, so brand registry, huge, huge, huge tool in your toolbox. Make sure you're brand registered.